Right, all of you. So in the last session, and there are some new participants today. Amit, Kalam, Vinay Koyada. Vinay Koyada, I think he already attended my demos. Don't think so. Amit, are you looking for database administration training or development training? Kalam, are you looking for database admin training or development training? Hello? Amit and Kalam, can you hear me? Okay, demo class, okay. What I'm asking is, are you looking for SQL developer or admin? SQL development, right? Yeah, SQL developer next class, 10 o'clock. Okay, na? Same GoToMeeting link, connect at 10 o'clock. Okay, Kalam? Right. So next, Amit, are you looking for development or admin? Right. Satish, you are looking for DBA course. Yeah, that's okay. Whatever the message you send, that is correct message only. No doubt at all, Kalam. So just find out the difference between SQL developer and the DBA. That message is for DBA, SQL Server DBA training. Okay, na? Development class is going to start at 10 o'clock with the same link. Okay. Right. This is DBA training. If anybody looking for development, connect to class at 10 o'clock. Okay. This is pure DBA class. Right. So coming to next scenario, in SQL Server database administration, if you want to do any task, not any maximum task, we are going to work with the Management Studio tool. Right. After installation of the SQL Server, you have to go for SQL Server Management Studio installation separately. So now we already done with installation in my machine. So just I'm going to open Management Studio. So of course, not only Management Studio, we are going to work with some other tools for database administration, right? Today we are going to start with Management Studio. In the coming sessions, we are going to work with every tool related to SQL Server database administration. Okay, right? So I'm connecting. Please wait. It takes some time. So here is our server name. Just click on connect button. So connection made to SQL Server by using Management Studio. Remember, while connecting to Management Studio, we have to provide some credentials, login name kind of, but that credentials concept is entirely different concept. Security part that is separate topic in our training, and we are going to discuss about it. Okay. So now coming to next step. After completion of the SQL Server installation, we have to perform post installation checks, right? Suppose you got some task like SQL Server installation. You're done with installation. After finishing installation of the SQL Server, generally we have to go for post installation checks, right? So let us see what are the post installation checks there. I mean, after completion of the SQL Server installation, we are going for checks. So now I already discussed this part. SQL Server installation part is purely related to support environment and now part of support installation also we are only going to do, right? So now, for example, we have done with installation successfully. You connected to Management Studio, right? Management Studio also connected. I mean, in Management Studio also you connected to SQL Server successfully. But now your manager is asking, no, that is not enough. Show me some evidence like you are done with installation successfully. Okay, you have to show them some evidence. How to do this scenario? How to provide evidence kind of scenarios to manager or client side people, right? So in this case only we are going to work with the post installation checks. I mean, after completion of the SQL Server installation, we have to perform. So they are services check. For example, not only SQL Server, right? Not only SQL Server, you go and install any software in Windows operating system. Some services will be created for that. Okay, no? Some services will be created for that. So in this case, what are the services created for SQL Server and how they are working? We have to check that. Okay, no? What are the services created for SQL Server and how they are working? We have to check. So after that, we have to go for some other scenarios, part of post installation checks, checking error logs. Error logs means what? So the name itself, it is looking like error logs means only error messages. Oh, no, that is not correct. Error messages, warning messages, failure messages, succeed messages, everything will be there under error logs. Okay, now? Right? So that is what error logs scenario. Coming to next step, after error logs, and one more important point, why we are checking error logs means we are working in support environment, right? We are going to work in support environment. So database administration means it is pure supporting role only, right? Okay, now. So there also, for example, you received some ticket from the client. You want to resolve that ticket. You need information regarding the issue, right? What is the error? So if you read that error message, if you can understand that error message, then only you can go for resolution, right? Otherwise, how can you go for resolution? Tell me. It is not possible, right? So in this scenario, error logs are really important for us, really important. So next step, we have to check with the summary file. Basically, summary file is text file, .txt. A text file, summary file contains complete information regarding SQL Server installation, right? What are the SQL Server related components installed in the computer box, right? And what is the status of the installation, succeeded or failed? So this type of complete installation related information, right? SQL Server installation related information will be there in this summary file. If somebody asking you, suppose Suresh DBA, Suresh, somebody requested installation. Yes, done. Installation completed. Now Suresh wants to send some information to them regarding SQL installation. No need to worry. Just go and take copy of the summary file and email it. That's enough. There ends the matter. Okay. That means this file, summary.txt file, contains complete information regarding installation of the SQL Server. Okay, na? Right. Coming to next scenario. Now we have to discuss about memory settings of the SQL Server also. Memory means temporary memory, RAM of the computer. After completion of the SQL Server installation, some amount of memory should be allocated for SQL Server. In the same way, SQL Server installation is going to occupy some disk also, disk space also, right? Okay, na? In the same way, coming to next scenario, now some other settings like security related settings. In the same way, like backup compression related settings, some other settings also there. We are going to work with them now. So now let us start with the services. We already connected to Management Studio. So, but services we cannot check from the Management Studio. Okay. So if you want to check the services, you have to go to services window. In search button, start menu search button, type it as services. On top you can see services. In this window, see this. Server service, agent service, browser service. See, when you are going to install SQL Server, for every instance of SQL Server installation, some services will be created like this. What are those services? Server service separate, agent service separate, and browser service common service. Since now you can ask question, what is this, sir? There are multiple services, Kesto 1, Kesto 2, Kesto 3. What is that? Yes, we have multiple services there. Thing is, if you want to go for complete practicals of the SQL Server, we have to install 3 servers. We need three different servers. In real-time environment, what happens? Every server is separate box or separate machine or separate VM, virtual machine. But when we are going to practice, we cannot maintain 3 different machines, 3 different computers. Am I right or not? That's why what we are doing, we are installing 3 different servers with different names in the same computer, same laptop. Okay, no? Right? So this is it. So now For every installation, we are going to give separate name. For every installation, we get separate server service, separate agent service. Please check it. We have separate server service, separate agent service there. Coming to browser service, it is common for all instances. Okay. Suppose you installed multiple instances. For multiple instances, you'll get same browser service, common browser service. Okay. Right, all of you. So now here what happened, actually the window we are using, services window, this is the operating system. This is not SQL server. I mean, it's not SQL server tool. Okay. That's why along with SQL server, we can see other services. Please check it. If you scroll down, scroll up kind of, you can see different services, different softwares related services. Because this is operating system tool, right? So lot of other softwares installed in this computer. So obviously you see like different services. But if you want to see only SQL server related services, go to SQL Server Configuration Manager. In search button, type it as Configuration Manager. There you can see SQL Server Configuration Manager. This is Configuration Manager. So go to SQL Server Services. See that here, server service, agent service, browser service. Okay, no? Separate service. But here you can see only SQL Server related services. Please check. Clear all of it. So I think it's better to go to SQL Server Configuration Manager to perform operations related to SQL Server services. Okay, because SQL Server Configuration Manager tool contains only SQL Server related services and SQL Server related information. Okay, right? So let's close it. So services concept is done. What we checked there, services created or not, services running or not. See, every service was running. We have seen, right? That's enough. There ends the matter. Coming to next step, error log. You go to Management Studio. In Management Studio, you can see SQL Server Agent. Under Agent, you can see error logs folder. See that here we can see some archive error logs also, but we have to open current error log. You just unselect SQL Agent, select SQL Server. See that. Of course, now you are just in the beginning of the training only. Some confusion will be there. It takes some time to understand. I know that. But this is the way like how we are going to check error messages or error logs, whatever. Okay. So these are all we are going to discuss. Error numbers, error messages, real-time scenarios, everything we are going to discuss. The next way to check error logs is event viewer tool. See, basically, event viewer tool is Windows operating system tool. Management Studio is SQL Server tool. Event viewer is Windows tool, Windows operating system tool. Let's go to search button, type it as event VWR. I think there is some spell mistake. Wait, please. Event VWR connect to event viewer. Okay. So it is loading events. Please wait. Generally takes some time. Open application logs under Windows. See that. You have to check source. What is the source there? SQL. See, why we have to check source? This window, this tool contains information regarding other softwares also. Other softwares installed in this computer also, right? That's why. Suppose you are from SQL team, right? SQL Server DBA. Check source. Okay. Select. Come here. So this is the information. So that is not actually error. That is not actually error message. Please check it. Information. Of course. Yeah, let me read it. Yeah, it is error also. It is error also. Okay. So from here you can get complete information. Suppose you got some issue. You checked it in Management Studio error logs. If you cannot understand it there, it's better to go to event view. Maximum scenarios, right? Maximum scenarios in event viewer we can find out issues. Okay. That's why practice event viewer also, right? So this is the way. So now coming to next step. After error logs, we are going to work with summary file. What is the root path of the SQL server? Root path means where you install root of the SQL server. See here, root path of the SQL server is C drive. C drive, program files, Microsoft SQL server. This is the root path. Okay. Okay. Somebody will ask you, where you install, what is your root path of the SQL? Generally we are going to install base in C drive only. Databases we are going to create in different drives. Different drives they will provide in real-time environment. We are going to store database related files in different drives. But installation root path, this is the installation root path. You have to remember. See, you will get a recording access, right? Just go through recording and practice. That's enough, right? Coming to next scenario. So now here MS SQL 15.kesto1. That is the folder I got for Kesto1 server installation. You have seen different servers installed in this machine, right? 15 means what? 15.0 SQL Server 2019 version, right? What is the version number of the SQL Server 2019? 15.0. That's why we got it like this. Okay. So Kesto2, Kesto3. So we installed different servers. 3 servers installed in this computer. For 3 servers, we got different folders, right? Going back to this location, you can see 8.0, 9.0, 11.0, 13.0, 14.0, 15.0. What is that? See, different versions of SQL Server. 8.0 means SQL 2000. 9.0 means SQL 2005. 11.0 means SQL 2012. 13.0 SQL 2014. 14.0 SQL Server 2015. 15.0 SQL Server 2019. So folders. So now you can ask question. We installed SQL Server 2019. So generally we get 15.0 150 folder only. Why we got remaining folders? See, previous versions compatibility must be there in the current version. For example, right now you are working with SQL Server 2016, for example. Okay. You are working with SQL Server 2016. You want to upgrade it to SQL Server 2009. So in that scenario, what to do? Tell me. You have to do like this, right? Okay. Na? So this is the one. Coming to next step. I'm going to open SQL Server 2019 related folder. Open folder. You can see setup bootstrap. Log. Go to summary file. See that this file contains complete information regarding SQL Server installation. This is the overall installation done. Okay. Na? You check, scroll down and check this file. Purely this file contains complete information regarding SQL Server installation. Right? See which version of the SQL Server you installed. How many instances you installed. Everything. What are the features of you installed? Hmm? And what is the language, what is the region, and what is the operating system, what is the machine name. See that everything is available. Of course, it is related to installation only, but everything is there. Okay. So these are the post installation checks we need to perform after completion of the SQL Server installation. After that, we have to work with some configurations, especially memory disk. That is common. See that the thing installed in C drive. Of course, databases creation we will do later. In the beginning, we are going to do installation. After completion of the SQL Server installation, we are going to perform database creation. That is next step that we have not yet started even, right? So now installation purpose we used C drive and it occupied SQL Server installation occupied some space in the C drive. So that means disk utilization there done, right? Disk only, right? So next scenario we have to work with the memory. Memory means what? RAM of the computer, right? In this case, what to do? You go to Management Studio, right click on server name and go to properties. See here like this. You connect to Management Studio like this. Right click on server name, go to properties. You can see separate scenario for memory service. Okay. Minimum memory and maximum memory. Right, we have some minimum memory and maximum memory. See, that is there in MBs. That is the point you need to identify. Generally, RAM will be there in GBs, gigabytes, of course, sometimes terabyte. But you have to allocate there in MBs. Please check it, megabytes only. Okay, no? Right? So minimum 0, maximum 80% of the RAM available in the computer. That is the best scenario. Best scenario. Minimum 0 allocation to the SQL server, maximum 80% of the RAM. Okay, now? So what about remaining 20%? Because 20% will be there, right? We are going to allocate remaining 20% to operating system, Windows. Okay. So here minimum 0, maximum 80% of the RAM existing in the computer. You have to allocate like this, like that in MBs. Okay. So now coming to next scenario, go to security. Here you can see Windows authentication mode, SQL server and Windows authentication mode, different scenarios you can see there. Okay. Actually, at the time of SQL server installation, we select mixed mode. Mixed mode means it can use Windows authentication login, SQL server authentication login. See, in SQL server, we have two types of logins, two types. Windows authentication login, SQL server authentication login. See, at the time of SQL server installation, we selected mixed mode. That's why now it is showing SQL server and Windows authentication login is working. Suppose you are not selected mixed mode, you can work with only Windows authentication type login. Okay, now? In that case, here you have to change it to SQL server and Windows authentication mode. These are all mandatory checks here. Just see, for example, you change the authentication mode here, then you have to restart server. Suppose it is production server, you forget to restart and users already connected to database and database server. Now, can you restart in the middle? No, we cannot do that type of activities, right? Okay, no? That's why after completion of the SQL server installation, we have to perform these scenarios. It's mandatory for us. Okay, right? So next, go to database settings. Here, especially compressed backup. Especially compressed backup. After completion of the SQL server installation, we are going to create databases. We store data in databases, users data. So we have to take backup from the database for security purpose. Right? Backup for security. Of course, some other scenarios there. You are taking backup means you'll get backup file and you're going to store backup file into disk. This consumption will be there, right? Suppose you can compress backup file. Suppose you are taking backup, if you can compress backup file, so you can save disk space, right? Okay. These are all really important scenarios. Okay. So these are comes under post installation checks of the SQL server. We perform them after completion of the SQL server installation. Okay. So next step we have to discuss about databases, database creation, recovery models. then we can go for next step. So these are purely whatever I discussed today. These are all purely comes under post installation checks. Right now, tell me if you have any questions related to post installation checks, please. Anybody, please. Any questions? Premant, have you finished SQL Server installation? Ashok and Uday completed. Premant, what about you?
Yeah, sorry. Actually, there are issues with my computer on that day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would like to resolve it and last it tomorrow.
So you want me to resolve that? You want me to monitor installation?
Yeah, it is not resolved yet, sir.
Okay, then let's
Actually,
do one thing.
okay,
After
actually it is
finishing,
getting hanging.
no problem. Don't worry. I'll take care of installation.
Okay,
After finishing tomorrow's regular class, we will go for installation. We will spend extra time for that. Okay, na?
okay, okay, sir. Okay, okay,
That's
thank you.
better
Actually,
because there are some
yeah,
issues means it takes time. So
yeah,
we
I
have to
do think
resolve.
I should ask you.
So we'll do because now 10 o'clock I have some other meeting. That's why tomorrow
Okay,
we
okay,
will do 9 to 10 regular class will be there. After that we will go for installation. Okay.
okay, okay, sir. No issue.
So Vinay, I think you already attended my demos. Are you looking for development or administration, Vinay? Vinay Koyada. Vinay, can you hear me? Satish Sahu. Satish, you are looking for DBA, no doubt, right? You are for DBA training only, Satish. Yeah, Amit, you can unmute and talk to me, Amit. Or
All
you
right.
can chat.
Thank you, sir. All
Yeah,
right.
tell me.
So I want to know if there will be only the recorded videos, or you will provide some printed PDF notes or as well along with the recording.
Not printing, because see, you are from different locations. We are in Hyderabad. So what we do,
PDF,
we are
PDF.
going to,
Yep.
yeah, not PDF, Word documents. I prepared
Word
some
documents.
material. Yeah, Word
Okay.
documents, interview questions, and
Okay.
some SQL developer related document also I'm going to provide.
There will be
Practice
like notes,
databases.
right?
Yeah, notes.
Perfect.
Practice
Perfect.
databases also I'm going to provide. Okay.
All right. And so this class is only for DBA, right? Like I'm looking for
Yeah,
DBA only. So it's like
yeah,
SQL Server
this is
DBA, right?
pure DBA. This is pure
Oh.
DBA. Development class is going to start at 10 o'clock. After 15 minutes, development class is going to start. But this is
Okay.
pure
That
DBA, 9
will be
to 10.
okay. So the 10 AM class will be for SQL DBA or development or the T-SQL part.
No, 9 to 10 India time class is DBA class.
DBA,
10 to 11
right?
India time class is development class.
Development. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's SQL development, right?
right. SQL development, commands, queries, programs.
Uh-huh.
That we
Okay.
discuss commands, queries, programs. Okay.
All right. Perfect.
Okay.
And
Right.
yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Satish, unmute and talk to me. Uday, I will send today, Uday. Weekend a little busy, that's why I did not send it, but today definitely I'm going to send.
So one more thing.
Yeah, tell me please.
We will get access to the recordings of these sessions, right?
Yeah, they will give you Google Drive access. They're going to save recordings into Google Drive. They'll give you access. But
Okay.
after enrolling with the DurgaSoft, they are going to provide you access. Okay, na?
Okay. Right. So I've already registered, I believe. The access to these videos will be for lifelong or for a certain period.
That you have to discuss with them. Even I don't have any idea because this is
All right.
part-time for
Mhm.
me. I'm working
Okay.
person. It's part-time for me. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Got it.
Okay. No
Thank you.
problem. Then I'll talk to training team Ashok and Uday. I'll talk to training team, and mostly by tomorrow's class you'll get access to recordings. Okay, na? Okay then. See you tomorrow. Bye.